Biden took a question about sanctions, since he and much of the Western world announced heavy sanctions that would supposedly stop Vladimir Putin in his tracks.
Sanctions never deter. You keep talking about that.
Huh? We keep talking about that. Mate, it's what your own administration is talking about.
The purpose of the sanctions has always been and continues to be deterrence.
Sanctions never deter. You keep talking about that.
Huh?
The purpose of the sanctions, in the first instance, is to try to deter Russia from going to war.
Sanctions never deter.
The president believes that sanctions are intended to deter.
Sanctions never deter.
They're meant to prevent and deter a large-scale invasion.
We want them to have a deterrent effect.
Sanctions never deter.
The sanctions are designed in the first instance to try to deter Russia from taking further aggression.
You keep talking about that.
As well as our efforts to both try to deter Russia through sanctions.
Sanctions never deter. You keep talking about that.
Huh?
If you pull the trigger on that deterrent, well, then it doesn't exist anymore as a deterrent.
Gaff 2.
But what we haven't done is we haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way.
Well, see, that's kind of perfect. Yeah,
well,
we haven't been able to communicate it.
But look how the press has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Look how the press has changed.
It has changed. Oh, listen, I get it.
I know you overstand it.
Yeah.
You don't just understand it, you overstand it. But here's the deal. One of the things is that it's very difficult now to have a, even with notable exceptions, even the really good reporters, they have to get the number of clicks on nightly news. Mm-hmm. So instead of asking a question, anyway, it just, everything gets sensationalized in ways that, but I'm convinced we can get through this. We have to get through it. And one of the things, look.
I'm going to take a break, and then we'll talk a little bit more, if you don't mind.
You.
I'm sorry. We have some of those commercials. We have some biracial commercials we need to show.